Hi everybody, it's me again, and I'm about to do my NaNoWriMo halfway point update with you guys. So I should be telling you what my story's about, how many words I've written so far, and just some ideas about my process. So if you didn't know, and I'm gonna move a little closer so you can hear me. If you didn't know, I'm participating in NaNoWriMo 2016, and on October 30th, I did not know what my project would be, and on November 1st, when NaNoWriMo started, I was kind of pantsing it the entire way. Now, what ended up happening with my process is that I did the one thing you're not supposed to do during NaNoWriMo is I edited as I went along. So I had a very vague idea of what I wanted my project to be. And so as I was writing, I kind of fixed things that I didn't want to be in the final story. And then I kind of was able to fix it as I went along and also kind of make the story better as I went along. Because I rewrote a couple of scenes about like 3 or 4 times and I was happy with it. And my basic project is about this girl named Leah who goes to this college party, her first college party of the year, and she ends up spending the night with this cute guy named Jackson Finch. And now, of course, I bet your minds are going, like, she spent the night with a guy? Literally, all they did was read a book, talk forever, and then they kind of fell asleep. So it was like the most innocent time that you could have. But of course, when she tells her father this, he kind of flips out. And that's kind of where the story goes as far as the relationship. Will this be a relationship that can grow? Or should she have just lied and said she was sleeping over her friend's house? So it's kind of like that good girl, bad boy. She's never told a lie before, and now she has this guy who's not a bad influence, but she's kind of wanting to change everything for him, but not in a quintessential rom com. I love him so much, and we're gonna stay together forever. It's a he kind of inspires her because he's gonna be like a concept artist. He kind of inspires her to kind of go after what she wants. And I'm trying to make this not sound super cliche, but like every good writing advice says, no matter how much a story sounds like it's been done before, no one can do the story like you can. So I'm hoping that from how I spin this story, it's going to be super interesting. Now, there's of course going to be a whole bunch of monkey wrenches thrown in because of her father does not want them to be together, and her father is very controlling, and it's like a princess locked in the tower sort of relationship. And I think I want to kind of develop all of their relationships and kind of see what kind of monkey wrenches I can give them. And I really am enjoying the way that I'm editing as I'm going. I know it's like the cardinal rule not to, but it's helping me kind of pants it with purpose. So I'm kind of just writing down what I want, and then I'm like, oh, I don't like that scene, or that's a really good way to do it, or so it's kind of making sure by the end of whenever I finish my draft, I actually have a workable draft instead of what I had last year come November 31st, which was a lot of mishmash, jibber jabber, brain dump. And I did not want that again this year. I wanted to make sure that this draft that I had was something that I could work with. And sometimes with the just write everything down process, it gives you a lot of stuff to sift through. So this year, I'm hoping to have a better draft by the end of this. There's a good chance I will not finish by November 31st, and that's fine because the whole purpose of this was for me to get back into writing, and I am, and that's what I really wanted, is to be able to say that I'm into writing again and I'm not thinking about it too much. This is my most freeing work that I'm doing now because I'm allowing myself to say whatever I want in my story. a lot of the times I would censor it because I know that someone's going to have to read it. But now it's just like, you know what? Write whatever you want, and no one has to see it. And that's just been the most freeing. I'm just writing whatever, and it's just so cathartic. I love it. And so I definitely encourage you, if you're writing, write like no one's gonna read it. Write whatever you want, however you want, and then just let it go. Of course, in the editing process, you might kind of lose a little bit of your courage, but the biggest draft process, let's get it all down. And I think it's almost like you'll be surprised about what you let out when you don't care. That's so cool to think about. Now, how many words do I have? I think I'm at like less than 8,000, which for the halfway mark is kind of pitiful, but I also want to kind of encourage all of my other nanos out there. No matter how many words you've written, it is always going to be a win. Do you want to know why? It's because on October 30th, you did not have any words on the page. On um, September 30th, you did not have any words on the page. But on November 30th, you will have had more words on the page than you had 1 month before, 2 months before. And that's a win, because the whole point of NaNoWriMo is to choose the day for your story. Choose the day to say that your story matters to you and to anyone who else is going through something similar. And it's just like, you need to let your story out, and this kind of gives you the courage to do so. No matter how many words you have, it doesn't really matter, because you're going to have to edit, and half of those words are probably going to get cut out anyway. So it's a lot of, you get to write, you have your story that's going to maybe see the light of day. My story, I have no idea, but that's fine. It's fine, because all I wanted to do is write. So I'm fine with whatever happens to the story, but I think I just love that I'm getting words down on the paper again, and that I'm just enjoying myself, which is, at the end of the day, all that you really want. And I'm really excited. I hope you guys are having a good time. Since I have a few moments left, I'm going to show you a little bit of a stationery haul. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but that's what I'm calling it today. I'm going to go out of the shot for a second so I can grab my items. So I got a whole bunch of these little A5 paper journals, so I could have a separate journal for each of my story ideas. I have a bunch of ideas in my head, and I've been looking at a lot of advice of how to like compartmentalize all of them. And their best idea is that you should have a journal for each idea. And because I don't really need a long-winded, pretty big composition notebook for each one, this is the perfect size. And I might leave a link below as far as where you can find it, because when I found it, I freaked out. When it came, I was just like, this is perfect. And I also have the title of the idea, like the tentative title on the front. I'm not going to show you mine because this is still a tentative title. So I have like 5 or 6 of these, and they were only like, was it $7 altogether? I'll leave the prices and the information below. I also got this journal on a whim today. It says, today is going to be a great day. And I got it from CVS. And I also got some really nice ink pens. I've got like 4 or 5 of these. And I love writing with like rollerball ink because it's really fun to just kind of think I'm doing all of my stationery and everything's cool and I'm just so fancy, so I really liked it. And this big journal has lines on it. I don't know if you can see that. And it also has like rip out pages, which I did not notice when I got that, but that is like an awesome idea. And this one, which I really love, is that there are no lines. So you can write however you like, whatever you like. Look at that. That's crazy. And where is the one I'm working on now? Let me see. Okay. This is the one I'm working on now, which is my NaNoWriMo story idea. I just want to flip through the mishmash I've got in here, so you can write however you like, whatever way you like. I really like it this way because I can write as small as I like and then as big as I like, and I don't even have to write it in the lines or in the picture, so it really helps you kind of get all of your ideas down, which I really enjoy. That is all from me. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you would like more of these videos, you know what to do. You can hit subscribe. You can also hit that like button. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.